to have on this field the Sodfather himself, Mr. George Toma.
George Toma has lived in Kansas City, Missouri for many years, but he still thinks of Northeast Pennsylvania as home. He started his career as a groundskeeper at Artillery Park in Wilkes-Barre. His resume includes work on every Super Bowl field ever, 2 Olympic Games in Atlanta and Los Angeles, a World Cup, NFL Pro Bowls, and much more. Toma is one of only 12 individuals to receive the Ray Hay Pioneer Award from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Toma's roots as a groundskeeper were planted after tragedy struck his family in 1939.
When I was 10 years old, my father died from anthracite, so I had to get a job. And people don't believe me. When you were 8 years old in those days, you were already working in the mine. And a lot of those children, 8 years old, killed from a rock slide, or most of them were killed by getting kicked by a mule, because everyone had a mule. So then when I was 11 years old, I got a job up by the old borehole in Corsdale on a friend of ours' chicken farm. And then I was 12 years old. Our neighbor was the head groundkeeper for the Wilkes-Barre Barons. Got a job with him. And then in 1946, Bill Beck bought Cleveland, bought Dayton, Ohio, and like Wilkes-Barre. He made Stan the head trainer. And when I was a senior in high school, I became the head groundskeeper. And I worked my way up that way.
Toma served in the Korean War and then worked his way to Kansas City, where he became the head groundskeeper for the Kansas City Athletics and later the Royals of Major League Baseball and the Kansas City Chiefs of the National Football League. He has a few Super Bowl rings, including one from Super Bowl 54. He was retired at the time of the Chiefs' title in 2020, but they still gave him a ring, and Toma had no problem letting others have a look and more during his visit to Wilkes-Barre. This was a journey home years in the making, with back-and-forth conversations involving Toma and Luzerne County Sports Hall of Fame President Jim Martin.
I kind of put the final touch on it by going out. I had an event I had to work at out in Kansas City, and I said, "May I stop by your home?" And he allowed me to, and in doing so, we were able to come to an understanding that it's very important for the people back home here to put a face with a name. And one quote he always uses, he says, "The fingerprints of the Wyoming Valley are on every venue I've worked at. Every Super Bowl, every World Championship, every Olympics, the Wyoming Valley has touched it." And he always uses the point of view, Valley with a heart. That was a saying that came up right after the flood. We are the Valley with a heart. We share. As we are today, we're sharing right now with these children, people with intellectual and physical disabilities. They deserve the right to do everything that we all do, you know, and more so. And George thoroughly understands that, so it makes us proud.
The day before his induction into the Luzerne County Sports Hall of Fame, Toma paid a visit to the Wyoming Valley Challenger Field, where people with disabilities get to shine on the baseball diamond. Morgan Qualters is a player in the Wyoming Valley Challenger Little League.
What's your favorite part about playing baseball?
Home hitter.
When she's a home run hitter.
Yeah.
What's that feeling? Do you hear everybody cheering for you? What do you notice after you do something good on the field? Do you hear your grandparents? Who do you hear cheering for you?
Pop-up.
And who else cheers for you?
Graham.
Yeah?
Yep, everybody, right?
Everybody. Yeah.
What's your team like? How do you describe your team? Are they fun? Are they serious? What's your team like?
Fun.
Fun?
Yeah.
How nice is the field? Do you think they do a good job on the field? Give me an honest assessment. How nice is the field?
Good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
And why is it good? Who takes care of the field?
Pop-up.
Qualters' Pop-Pop is Dan Mulhern, the facilities manager and board member for Wyoming Valley Challenger Baseball. He was honored this year with the Sam Falcone Community Service Award from the Luzerne County Sports Hall of Fame. Alongside Toma, he also received a key to the city of Wilkes-Barre, and after the presentation, he made sure to call his wife Emma out onto the field.
And I do want to mention the fact that my wife is my biggest supporter.
Oh yeah?
My wife is here with me 24/7. If I'm here, she's here riding mowers, raking, cutting grass, trimming, edging, and she's also running the concession stand.
The Mulherns love this field, this league, and their granddaughter.
How much does your granddaughter love it?
You cannot judge anything other than her smile when she's playing. It's just tremendous. It's ear to ear. Every time she hits the ball, she runs the bases. It's just heartwarming, and I can't I just love the fact that she loves the game.
It's a lot of hard work. How enjoyable are the games? I mean, it's something like, how much fun is it though just to sit back and watch that?
I get choked up when I think about it because she didn't want to do anything else. We couldn't get her involved in sports. And when she found out about this, we said, come on, let's try it. And she's had a ball ever since. The kids they love being with each other. The time goes by so fast for them and that stuff. And they're all friends and they all have a great time. That's all there is to it.
If you need proof of how much fun the players have in the Wyoming Valley Challenger League, check this out. That's the best entrance to a batter's box I've ever seen. Toma was also impressed with the Wyoming Valley Challenger League and their field.
I'm just watching them now. They're doing a better job than in professional sports. I just told the mayor that home plate is better than home plates I've seen in professional baseball. I mean, it's so level. And watching them hit here, they're doing an excellent job. They do the job with 3 little words, and then some. And that's why this crew here distinguishes the mediocre from the great. And the cheapest insurance for an athlete from preschool all the way up to the NFL, Major League Baseball, is a good, safe playing field. Give the players a safe playing field, not only in the measure, but these children playing here. And I'm just very enthused to see what an outstanding job these people are doing here. And they're doing the job with 3 little words, and then some. And that's why they're so good, and that distinguishes the mediocre from the great.
Keeping the Wyoming Valley Challenger Little League running is a labor of love, and the Sodfather George Toma knows his hometown has a lot of that. After all, it is the Valley with a heart, and then some. For SSPTV Sports, I'm Ken Cara. Sports on SSPTV News is brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network.